Celebrating 4 years of production and live performance, the Deep Sea Gypsies have every intention to sail their sound further and further from home.
It's kind of an abstract name. It's something our guitar player, singer Johnny came up with, and it just kind of sounded groovy, so spoke to us and we went with it.
And right now, they're sitting pretty, feeling on top of the world.
Don't forget your gypsy dog.
I met up with 2 of the 4 members at the peak of Mount Doug in Saanich. They've built their own studio and smashed the West Coast festival circuit, having played around 100 shows to date. It all began in 2010. A tiny bedroom-turned recording studio on Clement Road in Colwood was the birthplace for this beefed-up blues rock band.
That was my parents' house. Yeah, I had a suite in their house. That's where we recorded our first kind of demo album. And every release we've done so far has been a street name.
The band is hauling the anchor on a new 6-song album release called Cedar Hill Crossroad. But they're not going to release the album all at once. They have what they call a slightly different, more contemporary approach.
Start each track one at a time, start to finish, and when it's done, put each track out as its own individual release, and then at the end, group them together and call it an EP. I think it's just a way of, kind of having a constant presence rather than just an anticipation to a release, a rise and then a fall where you go into disclusion and start recording again. Rather than doing it that way, it's just kind of constantly having something to say, something to put out there, something to stay fresh.
Loke Webb is one of the lead guitarists in the band, but he's also one of 2 songwriters. He says they write about life, love, good times and hardship.
Always something drawn from personal experience. So it's, a lot of our songs, they might not seem as personal on the surface, but they're always drawn from personal experiences. And I think a lot of people could find things to relate to in our music for sure.
Do you find that the music changes at each album, or is there an evolution that takes place with every new song?
I'd say every song changes, sometimes drastically, whether we're doing like a cover song or sticking to some new idea that someone brought to the table. We've
all grown up with classic rock and blues and, even folk for that matter. So, all those things that we liked when we were growing up have all found a place in the band, and that's always been where we've called home.
I see through invisible eyes. Your good intentions were nothing but lies.
And your brand new website,
DeepSeaGypsies.com. Pretty excited about it because we had about a 1.5-year hiatus with no website, which is a long story, but
coming soon.
Yeah. But it's finally done and it's looking good, and you can go there and also link from there directly to all of our social media, so it's a great kind of starting point if you want to go and check out what we're all about.
In Saanich from the top of Mount Doug, I'm James Green.